Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids with a quick little news video for Clan v Clan, which is starting tomorrow. So the first thing, I will be streaming. I'll be back for the our regularly scheduled stream. Is back in action properly. So the start time is going to be a little bit variant. It sort of depends on when I'm ready to start. Maybe 10 or 11 o'clock Irish time tomorrow in the morning. So yeah, it'll be very shortly after this starts. It won't be right as it starts, but within a couple of hours of it starting, I'll jump on to stream and we'll just be hanging out. It's going to be a chill CvC, guys. It's not personal rewards. So yeah, it's just going to be hanging out, some chill music. You guys can ask me any questions that you have about the game or any questions about whatever you want, I suppose, within reason, please. But yeah, we'll just, I'll stream for a couple of hours and we'll have some fun. Probably personal rewards the next CvC, so we'll do a big push for that one in 2 weeks time. Now the other news we have from Plarium, we do have some champions boosted in 10x events on Tuesday and Wednesday. So on Tuesday from Ancients and Sacred Shards, we're going to have a 10x for Septimus. Look, 10x events from Ancients and Sacreds are absolutely terrible events. So generally, really not worth it unless you are a massive, massive spender. So I would advise just skipping this one. That said, Septimus, he's a solid champion. He's good for speed farming, like Minotaur and some of the potion keeps, stuff like that. Speed farming like stage 20, lower level dungeons. He did see a bit of a resurgence recently. He's good for some of the Sand Devil compositions, actually. But there are other options, so it depends. You might find him useful there, you might not. I think he's a fun champion, but not super useful. If I got him, though, I would build him up and use him for some of those speed teams, so he's a decent one. This Holy Sword really does hit hard. But yeah, like you could probably just use Armiger for for the Sand Devil team and have a similar result, to be honest. He's good for some clan boss teams as well, and he can actually increase all debuffs on the target, which is kind of cool. But there you go. So Septimus, personally, I would not pull for it. Now, one that I think is tempting on Wednesday, 10x from Voids, we have a 10x for Acrisia. This is worth pulling for, depending on where you are in your Void Mercy. So if you are close to your Void Mercy, it's tough to get close to your Void Mercy, guys. It's not easy. If we look at Void Shards, you have to pull 200 Void Shards without a legendary. I mean, how long does it take you to get 200? Probably takes you over a year, unless you're buying them. So it takes a long time, but if you've been pulling in 2x events, you haven't been lucky, and you have enough to get into this Mercy system and get good chances to hit a legendary champion, I would probably 100% pull for Acrisia. The guaranteed champions from Void Shards have been pretty dodgy. They're getting more expensive. It's definitely a question mark how useful that is. Acrisia is absolutely exceptional. She is ridiculously overpowered. Just one of the best champs in the game. For Hydra, for a lot of Doom Tower bosses, for dungeon bosses, she is just so unbelievably good. AoE, 2-hitter, enemy max HP. So she gets 2 hits, so each hit can max out the damage, that the maximum damage cap that a lot of these late game bosses have, that otherwise flummoxes champions a bit, like Royal Guard and Septimus. Her A3 is a double hitter single target enemy max HP that also steals 100% turn meter, makes her very good for Spider, Dark Fae, all of that. Her A1 also enemy max HP. She takes half damage from AoE attacks, which is insane. So yeah, she's goddess tier, absolute goddess tier for Hydra, for a lot of Doom Tower bosses, dungeons, just one of the best in the game, a complete game changer. So yeah, unfortunately for me, I'm not close, I don't think, to Void Mercy. I will be going to double check. I'm going to be going back, checking my videos, adding it up and seeing could I hit Void Mercy, because again, personally for me, if I could hit Void Mercy with a chance at Acrisia, I would probably just go for it, because I think she is that impactful, especially because we know there's higher difficulties of Hydra coming. There's going to be harder content coming this year. They've mentioned that Acrisia is very likely to be a game changer for that too. So there you go, guys. 10x events, like I said, usually these are completely terrible, but 10x for Void Shards tend to be okay. Just it takes you probably a year or 2 years, maybe more, to get enough Void Shards for the typical person to actually participate. But if you are close, Acrisia is pretty much the champion that makes it worth going for. So there you go. I might see you for the stream tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Look forward to seeing you all soon. Goodbye.